They're all coming for you, by the way. But don't rush it. And here too. Wait, that's...
I mean, if we're gonna play that game, I want.
Coming up to you. I got the pincer on. I mean, Machine Gun Kane. Jeez Louise.
I've got 9,963 mana from Presence of Mind.
They have 4k damage from plus the attack.
If only dragons gave gold. I'm gonna go farm. Please. 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 I think Kane's going for the back door. Oh, no, he's not.
He's going for the jungle. Feels good.
I was like, wait a second. Gotta get those raptors.
Now he's going for the back.
Or raptors.
It's a word that...
Yeah, there it is.
I'm not up for another 25 seconds, so good luck. No, goodbye, Draven. It's good. Oh. Bonk. He eat to clear minions. The Nexus tower.
Ultimate Hat seems pretty good. I thought Ultimate Hat would be like terrible in Karthus. Ooh, 10,000 mana from Presence of Mind. Excellent.
What do you mean? Ultimate Hat's fantastic on Karthus.
I thought it would like take forever to stack, but like, I mean, just because of it, I managed to fit a third ult between it before I hit 11. Which of course the level 10 ult is fucking terrible. It does no damage, but. Hit him.
Smack him.
Wait.
Oh! Huh? That wasn't in range. I couldn't grind him up. 1v1. Be Draven.
Holy KRP. Sam, Tuga. Fives.
He's going for the red. Oh. Just clear top, clear top.
Not close right now.
Dweebs it is. Alright, let's see here. Fives, Holy, KRP. Kerp? Crip?
How to stop
Holy.
minions from taking Nexus Tower, beat Urgot, and stand in between them and it so they can reach it.
I mean, you know what the Karthus technique is, right? Push E and stand on the wave.
You walked into that.
Holy.
Okay.
I swear to God, Puchong keeps like fainting.
What?
Puchong's like kept getting cut out of the.
Oh, you guys are playing with Puchong?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Interesting.
He's 2-12 on Gragas.
Oh, baby.
Now it's up to Puchong to save the day. And Rengar. And Frank. Puchong and Frank.
Go!
Get him! Oh!
Alright, we got 5 men here. Where was my team's damage to champion? Low? I am Karthus. I did 60,000 damage to champions.
Wait, I did more than Does not feel good.
You did more than who?
Did more than Rengar did.
Oh yeah, I mean, it should be fair. Playing Rengar when the enemy team has Kench is like, feels bad, but... Alright, are you joining us or are you watching the game, Frank?
I have to stream the game. What do you... What?
Alright, let's go. Let's switch to ranked. Let's feed in ranked, Alex.
You're the ones that should be coming over here.
I'll put the stream on. I'll put it on my iPad, so I can actually see it while I'm in game. So I can see feeding after I feed and die. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright. Goodbye, friends.
Goodbye.
Game's about to start. Time for me to actually talk to my people on the stream.
Ugh, that's no fun.
Alright. So we're starting getting a champ select here. Doing some bans. Closing down my game. Today's Friends Day. Okay. Pull this up. Oh, who's here? Oh, hello. Hello, Asterion Blow. And we've got bands coming out. Kog'Maw is here. Banned out. More than likely in response to the new buffs. We have Kat, Zoe, and Malzahar banned over on the side of Purdue. Purdue is on the blue side for game 1. I should probably make a thing. 0 0. Okay. And we have Shen taking out for the last ban on the side of the Gophers. Looking at this first pick, I have no idea what Purdue really favors here. Sejuani, Gangplank. You don't know what this is? This is our week 3. I mean, it's in our stream title, but it is our League of Legends collegiate league, and we are on week 3 right now. Tristana is the first pick here, and it's responded by the Rise Sejuani. And in response to that, they take the Galio Jarvan. Wow, it's a lot of beef and a lot of dive potential coming out from the side of Purdue. Ernst's looking for something to finish off this first phase here. I'm looking for maybe that support pick or a carry pick if he doesn't want that to be pincered out. But they lock in the Camille. Tanker has been slightly dependent on a few picks with not the largest of champion pools here, so I would have liked to seen that being fixed in this past week, but I guess not. And thus they lock up the Camille before it gets banned. Kench, Zaya are the next 2 pans. We're looking for the bot lane duel from the side of the UMN Gophers. And we're looking for a mid or a top laner and a support for the side of Purdue. They do have a lot of flexibility on the side of Purdue with their picks, and because of that, the Gophers have chosen to ban out 2 supports instead of trying to target a solo lane and get jebaited. So I do like that adaptation. We have Tarek being banned out. Jano was available for Zithris, but instead he chooses to take the Braum. So that's gonna give them a quite a tanky team composition here. And they go with the Gnar, so it's going to be a Gnar Camille top lane. And that Galio is going to end up in the mid lane. And looks like a Zyra hover. Very interesting. I haven't seen a lot of Zyra lately. And they are going to lock it in. So it is going to be that Zyra in the bot lane. Kalista being hovered here. I assume it will get locked in because of how strong Nidukon is at the champion, and also it gives them another form of initiation. The Gophers do like their multiple forms of initiation. The Zyra is going to help to counteract that, and that she is going to be able to lay down her ultimate and either disengage the fight or eat up the entire lineup of the Gophers with her ultimate. So we have Gnar Camille in the top lane. Certainly a Gnar favored matchup. He's hovering heal right now. Slightly confused. Maybe it will be swapped by the end of this time, or maybe he's got unsealed spellbook. Spellbook would be a, I'm not sure, I guess. Oh, he does end up swapping over to that teleport, so it's all good. Sejuani, J4, in the jungle. Certainly J4 will want to be looking for some early game plays, but don't really have a matchup I favor more. Just in an isolated manner. Galio Rise. Rise is going to do just fine, but Galio also does just fine because, well, he's a tank. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Holy goes for an AP heavy build, or if he decides to go for the full tank, or if he does a little bit of a mix. And then in the bot lane we have Kalista Braum against Tristana Zyra. Double range, of course, is going to be great in the early game. However, once 6 hits, if Zyra can still get flashed upon by the Braum even pre-6, and that could prove to be a little bit dangerous for the Zyra. But if they're able to secure lane advantages, they are going to outrange this bot lane duel from the Gophers. So it's up to Nidukon Zithris to really pull the trigger, or maybe call in some friends. Ernst, of course, is more than likely going to be going for that Spellbook Rise, so even though he has heal, he will have the potential to pick up that teleport for later parts of the game. We're only a minute away from entering the loading screen. Of course, we are going to have to put on an extra 2-minute pause, just because of spectator. Looking at the team compositions holistically, there's a lot of wombo potential coming out from the side of Purdue. We see the Gnar, we see the J4, we see the Galio, we see the Zyra. So, if J4 gets a good ultimate, everyone's just dead. Alright? If he gets 3-4 people, that's instantly a one-team fight. Why? Because you follow up with the Gnar ultimate, if he's Mega Gnar, of course, and then you have the Galio to ult on top of the Jarvan, and then you also have the Zyra to just layer her ultimate underneath. So you've got danger from high and low with the J4 ultimate. The high-low follow-up. On the side of the Gophers, they do have a lot of pick potential. You have the Flash Braum passive, the Braum ultimate, the Kalista ultimate, the Rise Rune Prison, the Sejuani ult, and the Camille ultimate. So if they find someone and they want to kill that someone, they get to kill that someone if they're willing to use those ultimates. So it's definitely a clash between two different styles. I'm looking to pause as soon as possible. No doubt something has a potato computer. Freaking monkeys. Alright. So we're pausing here, waiting for 2 minutes. Oh, another thing. We have 6 stopwatches in this game. That is indeed something to keep watch of. Welcome, friends. To those who just joined the stream, welcome, welcome. We are waiting for 2 minutes to start. There is a spectator delay that, for those who don't know, there is a spectator delay that the Collegiate League wants us to add for a total of 5 minutes. And thus we will follow that rule. They already have a pause, okay. It's stuck at 12 seconds, so more than likely someone needed to pause there. As we just sit here and wait. Oh. Hello, Chachinger. And we're still sitting at 12 seconds. Maybe I should have set a timer then. Well, this is unfortunate. Usually I'll set a 2-minute timer, but lately I've started to follow the in-game time. How you doing, Jace? Should have counted to 120. Oh well. I'll wait another 60, 90 seconds and, well, fire it up. Oh, they're actually going. Okay, great. Woo. Thank God. Share the stream with your friends. Friends, family, everyone. I want to see 1,000 views today. Just kidding, we're not going to make it. But if you guys have a lot of view bots, hit me up with those 1,000 views. The Big Ten team's record, we are actually 2-0. So I personally am a little bit surprised, but we look at our Week 1 game, Nebraska. The Nebraska match, if you watch that, It was mostly us just overpowering the lanes. Alright, and we are going to be able to get started here. And then in last week's game, I wonder if they skip through the pause. Oh, maybe you do just get a skip through the pause if you're on spectator. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, last week against who did we play? Iowa. So last week we played Iowa. Ooh, and it looks like we're having a level 1 invade onto Sam. Sam is going to have to get out of there. He actually skills up W, so he doesn't have to burn that flash. And it's going to be wards failed to kill there. And they are also going to have to burn 2 wards for themselves. They're going to back off there, but they are going to end up trading for vision in the top side. This vision is going to expire by the time Potato gets all the way up there, so it's just to confirm where they started. Tanker is going to face check that red bush to confirm that no one's over there. And it's just fine because they do have vision of Gungu on this bot side. So it's just going to be fine there. Both bot lanes giving their junglers some. Oh, and Kerp and Ernst are actually having a battle, and interestingly enough, Ernst is definitely going to be losing out on that. A very interesting change as he ran around the Galleon to hit the wave. It is an electrocute on Gallia, so that's something to keep note of. And Tanker's just spamming his W every time he gets that comet back up for that harass. But yeah, going back to the record question you had, Chase. In week 2, they had a disconnect. Oh, and we get a first blood coming from the Jarvan that I missed out on. Looking at chat, feels bad, man. But that is going to be an invade coming from Gungu. And both junglers do have to burn their flashes for that. And of course, Gungu is going to be very happy. And Dorito going pretty low here. Half health, but does have one more potion remaining. Not counting the one he's already taken. So. Oh, and Tanker misses the CC portion. And is going to be punished for that. Ernst is also out of mana. And looking to back down. Tanker. Ooh, Tanker with a slick escape there. It is going to pop Nar's magic resist shield. I don't quite remember what it's called there. Tanker is going to back. He does have teleport, so he's just fine. Idicon does get snared up by the Zyra, and is going to take a little bit of chip damage from this Tristana. But no kill to be confirmed. It's going to be a 2v2 up in the top lane as they try and secure this farm for Tanker. Honestly, Tanker really should have just backed here. He really should have just backed here and teleported for this. Really a lot of greed coming out here. Electrocute. Okay, so with this electrocute, build, I assume it's going to be a raw damage. Oh my god, Tanker! He gets kill confirmed. Onto Tanker Gungu with a brilliant guess there to seal up that kill, and he's out to a 2-0 lead. Tanker just extremely greedy right over there. I'm not sure if it was Potato saying that he could walk up and take that CS, or if it was just Tanker saying, hey, you know, you're here, we're just fine. But either way, a very subpar play. Keystone icons in spectator mode. Yeah, that would be great, right? But I don't think they want to give, you know, anything spectator friendly. And Boaster, I'm sorry, my stream only gets to 480p. Mostly because my computer can't support anything higher quality. I am running some old tech in this tower. I'm looking to upgrade, but that's not going to happen either for a while. Not until Bitcoin crashes. Because GPU prices are... GPU prices are out of the roof, man. I want to double 1070, and that's going to cost me $1,000 here. Or double 1060. 1,000... $800,000, so... Oh, and Tanker is going to get caught out here, and he is dead. Tanking up 2 tower shots. Tanker is not having a great game here. Not sure if he's tilted or anything. I mean, he's only 5 CS down, so it's not like it's, oh darn, we are losing a lot of... I'm getting camped and I can't get farm. It's really just him jumping in there and killing himself. Casual cast. Yes, it is a casual cast. I'm not doing any high-speed play-by-play for you guys. I'm just giving it like it is. Ernst is going to back here. He has his tier. He has a teleport ready to go, so he can get out of there. But Holy Kerp, I think it's, maybe it's Holy Carp. Oh, and interesting jump from Sam there. Doesn't quite make it over the wall, but I think his team will be just fine. As the jungler presence is up in the top lane, Potato is going to gank Thieves. Thieves should fall here. Okay. Zoning ultimate, and Nighticon is also going to get low here, but he should be just fine. He does retain both of his summoner spells. Holy Kerp is going to take a little bit of chip damage in that mid lane. But it looks like Gophers are going to try and break this top tower here. Thieves does not have his teleport here, so he isn't going to be able to secure. Oh, wait, and Holy Kerp is going to come up here, but they've got 4 people up here, and he is going to get 2 or 1, but not the other one. Ernst might have to flash here, but he does have stopwatch, and is going to pop that stopwatch to secure that top tower. So a very scary dive there, and Holy actually turned around a 1v3, which is good for him, but at the same time I don't think he should have been there in the first place. They weren't going to be able to fully trade out that bot lane tower or beat out that first tower push. So I think it was just fine for him to give that up. Instead, he dies for it. Still, of course, being able to trade it one back is great, given the circumstances. But all in all, not a great use of his TP. For ADP, what is this, 2011? Yes, this is indeed 2011. Actually, it is more like my computer is on an AMD Radeon, and yeah, I've got some outdated stuff in here, so it's the best we can do. And now they're going to swap Nidicon over to the mid lane. Interesting lane setup they have here. They are going to swap Tanker down to the bot lane to match this Gnar. And Ernst actually out to the point where he can wave clear just fine. But Sam is going to be thrown up into that top lane. Oh, Tanker! Ooh, Tanker learning his lesson there. Backing off and baiting. He can kill thieves here. And he indeed does finish off the kill. A great solo play there. Taking that dive in. Gungu sitting on a ward, so I'm not going to get... Hopefully not going to get picked out here. It's not kind of Zitherus, but they do have the backup of Sejuani. Tanker in the back. Ernst is going to get shoved out of his ultimate. Not an intelligent play from him there, and Ernst is going to die for that. Just a little bit overextended without thinking too much of the consequences there. But Tanker is going to secure the spot tower for himself. So solo gold over to him, and no punish. Well, I guess the punish would have been that top play, but no punish as far as structures go. They might be able to take down this top lane now. Here comes a wombo combo coming from the side of Purdue, and they are going to secure Zitherus, but Gungu might be in trouble here. Holy Curb is going to queue up that taunt, but Gungu is for sure going to fall down here, and that goes to Tanker. Tanker now 4-2-0. He is 420 blazing it, and we do have 360 no scope, Dorito, and also Potato 420. So we've got a lot of meme-worthy stuff in this game. Ernst's just going to take over this mid lane, his rightful lane. And for sure the focus is going to be on this mid lane now. Both sides taking out both of the side towers, so it's going to be who can siege out this mid lane tower. Welcome viewers, welcome viewers. Alright, at this point in time, let's take a look at what we've got here. It is only a 100-200 gold difference, so it's pretty much even for all intents and purposes. But where is this lead differential? And whoo! We've got a ginormous lead up in the top lane. Already at 1700 gold difference for Tanker. Whoa. That's... Let's see. We've got the 3 kills, that's 900. And only like 10 CS difference. Holy moly. Where does this extra gold come from? I'm actually confused. Maybe it's... I'm so confused. Alright, anyways, in the jungle we've got 600 gold difference, but because Gungu is going for that tank build, it shouldn't be overly punishing. They are going to trade objectives here. Rift Herald for Dragon. The Ocean Drake is going to be Not ideal dragon here, just because we've already broken through lane phase, but see our next dragon. What is our next dragon? It is going to be Inferno, so oh, and they're looking to break this top tower. Tanker is very strong, so he can put down a lot of pain on this, and they are going to disengage from this play. And and Potato is going to be a little bit late on that. Also burns the ultimate to stop Gungu from chasing them. But they do secure that top tower actually with Herald. So that is most certainly a win going for the side of the Gophers. Everywhere else is pretty similar in gold difference. It's really just that top lane. I'm not sure if that's like an error or not. I'm actually just like, what the? The numbers don't match up. But that is going to be a finished Trinity Force for this Camille. And Camille's in a position where she can just take over the game. And Idacon is low from all the ambient damage from those Zyro plants. Tanker is going to jump on Holy Curb. More than enough damage here. Ooh, but extra damage. Oh, and we've got fights going everywhere. Sam is going to pop that stopwatch, but nowhere to go here, and it's going to fall down. Ernst actually, whoa! Burning the flash to get out of his own ultimate, but then walks back into it to take it out. That was a very inventive play by Ernst. He's definitely played a lot of Rise in his time, and I've seen the evolution of this Rise of his, so very impressed by that play. Am I the only one who thinks this man sounds like Pants or Dragon? Yes, the only one. Wow. Not sure if the ulti was needed. I'll be back up quick. It'll be back up quick. Are we talking about Rise ult? I'll be up. Yeah, that was really clean. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the full transmission as it did kind of shoot back and forth in that exchange. And they are going to secure that mid tower, so now they have... Oh, but a 3-man root here, and that's going to lead to a lot of comboing, and we see the result of that one as Ernst gets popped. Does not have his ultimate to get out of that one, but the CC chain was pretty heavy as well, so can't really expect him to get out of that one, even if he did have that ultimate. And they are going to trade for this mid tower. That's going to almost even things out here. They're going at this mid lane or bot lane, and he is going to be able to secure that. Misses his dash there, but he's got a lot of power coming in here. Might be a little bit out of his league there. Going down to Gungu. Gungu now 4-1-2, so he is going to be really beefy in this lineup. So it's basically a big meat fest, to be honest. We've got a lot of beef coming from Potato, Zithris. Tanker is also going to be coming in with some of those tank stats by the time they start fighting, of course. Right now he's doing a lot of solo plays, so not really necessary for him to get too tanky, given the fact he wants to get those 2 split push items. Ernst is also going to be relatively tanky here. He opted not to get the Abyssal Mask, which he could have gone. I'm not sure if that is the smartest the best option for him there. Holy Curb not going to finish off that backline. Why? Because he wants it to slow push. So top lane is now going to slow push in the favor of Purdue here. Thieves wanting to make a play here. Tanker and Ernst. Ernst is hiding in the bush there. They want to get the kill on Thieves, and Thieves says hello to Ernst in the bush. But it looks like they've got a lot more friends. Ernst is going to try and leave, but is unable to. And they just got countered like none other. They knew that they were all there. I guess the gig was up once Thieves jumped into that bush. But they are going to try and secure this tier 2 mid tower. So they are out macroing, even though they are getting caught out. But they aren't going to be able to finish this main mid tower, unfortunately. And they are going to also have to give up this Inferno Dragon, which is even more unfortunate. The Sedge ult to stop J4 from chasing top, that's what I was talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a little bit excessive. I will agree. They ended up not punishing them, I think. And they are going to start a quick Baron here. Why? Because they have those Zyra plants to tank. They also have a lot of beef in that front line. And, ooh, Potato almost gets that steal. So close. And Tanker wants in, trying to save his friend there. And I think that was very ill-advised. The Gophers just kind of throwing bodies at him, and hopefully they get towers out of it. But for that Baron play, that was definitely not the play. They definitely weren't in position to take any towers off of that. Although mid lane is still low, however, Purdue are on a Baron power play here. And that's gonna allow them to jump out to really the first noticeable lead in this game from either team. And even then, it's only a 2k gold differential. So it's not a big difference. And Ernst is once again going to get caught out. Boaster, it is going to be a best of 3, as all matches in the league are best of 3. I do think playoffs might be best of 5, but that's going to be in quite a few weeks from now. And they are going to shove into this top tower. Ernst having a pretty bad game positional wise. Really just getting a little over greedy here. I don't think it's his typical play, but it is going to cost them that top inhib. So a really great power play coming from the side of Purdue so far. They are going to also take towers relatively quickly, given the fact that they have that extra 16% coming from Inferno. And this is where the team composition from Purdue really shines. When they're forced, when the side of Minnesota is forced to take a 5v5, you see them unable to really try and go for that engage there. And that's just because of the power of the composition that Purdue has with a full team fighting composition. and just all the wombo combo that AoE damage that they have, which then forces them on the side of the Gophers to really back off unless if they can get that pick. And we see our solo laners are really the ones trying to push the envelope, but also getting caught out here with a 5-6 Camille tanker starting out. Earlier, I think like 10 minutes earlier, he was that 4-2-0, so he's been caught up in some tough times here. Tanker wants in on Holy Curp. I still don't know how to say that, but they are going to give up that inner tower now, trying to clear the wave here. It's very difficult. They don't have any really long range wave clear, and Gungu is going to engage onto Naidukan. Naidukan is going to get out just fine. Now Gungu in some trouble. Gungu going to go back in, and Tanker almost finishing off Holy Curp, but then, oh wait, Ernst sticking around a little too long there. Sam wants in onto this Tristana, and this Tristana is going to kill herself there. Going a little too aggressive. Tanker flashing out before he got finished off. Tanker going back in, and Tanker might be dead here, and he is going to fall. Potato also going to fall, and that's going to be that second inhib falling down, and could have been more if Naidukan and Zithris ended up dying there as well, but they still survive here. And the big thing here is now that the 5v5 has happened, you see Gophers really have no answer. So we'll see if they can find something to pull off here. But it's going to be a long shot given that they already have 2 inhibs down. Tanker is packing a lot of damage, so he can clear them out. But it is going to be that Mountain Dragon going over to the side of Purdue. And that's actually going to spawn one more dragon. And it is going to be that Mountain Dragon next. So it is going to be a double mountain with a double Inferno and an Ocean Dragon. That is some ridiculous RNG going for the side of Purdue. And that just puts them at almost a lock for this game 1. I'm not going to say anything just yet. For sure. Ernst still has decent wave clear, even though it's still not great. It's not very long range, so he is going to have to walk up to get this wave clear in. Sithra is snared up and taking a lot of poke damage there. Ernst is, ooh, and they are going to jump in onto the Tristana. Tristana has the GA, so she is okay for now. Tanker wants to get that ultimate in, is going to fall here, and that is going to be it for the side of the Gophers. Just too much team fight power coming from the side of Purdue, and that's going to be game 1. No scope 360 Dorito wants to finish that last inhib, get all 3, get all the structures, and get the Nexus. Catch them all. We're just gonna watch that slow take because they didn't have that Tristana. And game 1 finalized, going over to the side of Purdue, the Boilermakers. Alright. Oh, hello, Michelle. So, game 1 happening there. Oh. 30-minute game. The Gophers were really in charge of the first 15 minutes of that game, where they made a lot of fantastic side lane plays as far as wave control. We have a message here. Yep. I do have the code. Oops. That is not the code. Yes, I am going to have to copy that down. Jump on in, spectate. And it looks like Gophers are going to swap over to the blue side for this game. Alright, looks like they're not going to wait too long here. It has been 5 minutes since the game has been done. Waiting for an indication from Purdue here. And both sides are now ready, and we are into the champ select. Gophers just had really good macro at first, but then it was Ernst and Tanker just repeatedly getting caught out. Not being fully map aware. I'm not sure if they're a little bit tired or got a lot going on here. But very suboptimal plays coming from the solo laners of the Gophers. We have a Zir Shen band. Might be that Tristana, or it might be that Kog'Maw being banned out for that third ban. Katarina Zoe coming off the table for the side of Purdue. For those of you guys wondering why this guy's setup is so archaic, it is because I only have A, one monitor, B, a really old computer parts. And C, I don't fully know how to use all the fancy stuff on OBS, nor am I able to really invest a ton of time. And Tristana is actually going to get locked up for that first pick, taking away from the side of Purdue. In that last draft, Purdue did first pick it, so perhaps realizing that Purdue really values that pick. But for the bands are going to be the same in this game too, and Kha'Zix is actually going to get locked in from the side for Gungu here on the side of Purdue. I am hungry. Really wanted to find something to eat during that break, and it is going to be that Camille locked up actually. So that's a surprise pick there, taking it away from Tanker. Tanker really popped off on that pick before it was really positioning that was his downfall. Potato looking to take that Sejuani pick again. They really like the pick possibilities coming from the Sejuani in the team fight, and they are going to lock that in. Maybe it's this Rise pick again coming from Ernst, but I'd like to see a top lane selection for Tanker in this phase, since his Camille is already taken away, but instead they are going to lock up that Rise. I'm sure Ernst has more champions in his pool than just the Rise, and that it's not possible for him to get fully banned out in the second phase, but maybe that is not the case, and Holy Kerp more than likely is going to take this Galio. Actually, yeah, he will be taking this Galio. There's a slight possibility, you have a few switches here with maybe the Camille, but my guess is this Galio is going to match up with the Rise. Kench and Zaya are going to be banned here for the first part of the second phase. They are going to have a little bit more single target kill threat on the side of Purdue with this composition. They are going to go ahead and ban Kench and Tarek, both of them great supports in keeping your AD carry alive, or just having team fight potential here. I just wonder if Ernst is going to be able to play a game of Katarina, or if he is even going to opt for a Katarina pick. And Braum is going to be last ban from the side of the Gophers. So, looking for bot lane picks coming from the side of Purdue. They are going to lock up the Alistar. And we're looking for a support and a top laner coming from the side of the Gophers. Doesn't really matter which order they pick them in. I don't know what Tanker's champ pool is at the moment. I know he plays Ornn, but Ornn into Camille isn't ideal. But it just might be the pick here. Lulu is going to get locked up for Zithris. Janna was available for them. But Lulu is also going to be great for this Tristana pick. And Jace being hovered. I forgot about Jace. And Tanker, given the fact that he was formerly an AD carry main, I still believe he is an AD carry main, but of course he's had to swap up into that top lane, so he's had to change his pool a little bit. But Jace should be that perfect champion for his AD carry tendencies. I never see Tanker play tanks. He played Ornn in week 1, and game 1 in I might have just lied. I don't remember, but he has played Ornn. He played a lot of Ornn when he was first flexed up in there, and I think he's played Shen. But of course, Shen is a little bit not fully a tank, depending on how you build it. But Jace is definitely a champion in Tanker's alley. He's really good at the damage top laners, and it's just fine in this meta because damage laners have a huge advantage in the lane phase. NA Jace. Boaster, yes, you are correct. This is indeed NA, and this is indeed a Jace being played in NA. So it is NA Jace. So we're into that spectator delay. Camille, Kha'Zix, Galio, Sivir. Oh, Sivir was the last pick from the side of Purdue. I'm looking to see if the Sivir runs Spellbook. I expect it to. Actually, I wonder if Tristana is going to be running Spellbook. I don't remember what was the rune chosen by Sam in that last game. But once again, another. It's Purdue's mostly drafting for. Well, actually, they have a more balanced composition coming from inside of Purdue this game, with side laners and Camille have that solo split pusher. You have that Galio for the mid wave clear, or he can go into that side lane as well. Very fast at shoving out, and Sivir can just sit mid all day. And if you have the Alistar, that's some pretty decent peel. Blue Pancake 69, 480. Why is 480p max quality? It's because I'm running an AMD Radeon. Along with a lot of old parts. Other old parts to go along with it. So my graphics quality isn't. I'm not able to up that quality for you. Sorry, dude. I want to upgrade. I already have a new MOBO, and I already have a Ryzen processor. But with GPU prices as they are, it's going to be quite a few more months before I actually decide to buy those GPU parts. Yeah, hopefully you can see it when it gets into game, but maybe not. Sorry, I really can't do much for you. I try. Are you streaming from campus? And do you stream all of the Gopher matches? I will be trying to stream all the Gopher matches. This is the third one, and it's been week 3, so I've streamed all of them so far. And am I streaming from campus? I am streaming close by. I live slightly off campus. I'm in that Stadium Village area. Or Stadium View? Yeah. So I live in that stop area. It would be nice if I could use the we do have a practice area set up for our team on campus. A room. It would be nice if that was outfitted with streaming gear so I could stream from there. That would be really nice. Where I just log into my Twitch account and then stream. Okay, once again we are facing issues. I want to pause though. I just want to pause. Maybe I'll bring that up actually. That'll be something to bring up. But once again, from the side of the Gophers, we have a very similar style composition they've been running all season, which is Rise. Pause it. Alright. Which is Rise. I'm gonna scroll back here. That way we don't see that ping. Rise combined with a... God damn. Alright. Combined with a damaged top laner that wants to just push in the side lane. Some sort of team fighting AD carry. disengaged support for the most part, and Sejuani. So basically, they've gotten Sejuani, Rise every single game. Solo lane. I'm a push into their base kind of top laner. And teamfight AD carry. Usually they've gone for the Callista, mostly because of the engage power. They've wanted to throw as much engage as they can. Thank you for the follow, sir. Get some ice packs for that GPU. KR Jax, thank you for the follow. Korean Jax, I assume, is the name intended. Metro Park East Kappa. And we are just waiting for the 2-minute point to get this game underway. But the compositions coming from the side of Gophers have been fairly stagnant. And that's just kind of how they play. They play for that pick style, which is, if you can refine that, you can do a lot of stuff with that. And they've been getting those early game leads to make that composition count. Although I'm not sure how it will go in perhaps the playoffs. So hopefully they'll expand at least add one more dimension to their game for those playoffs if they make it. And with that, we're at 240. So, oops. Let's get this. Kerjax, I see. Name of a gnome I rolled on. Wow, several years ago. Not Korean level objects. Unfortunate. Because you could certainly say that you are. Queue up insta-lock Jax and be like, dude, fight me.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Mick, waiting on Ernst to stop sweating IRL? That's tragic. That's tragic because, yeah. He also has osteoporosis from what I hear. Wrapped with super absorbent pads. Game can resume. Yes. Truth. He's a fragile boy. The pads he gets from Lattice. Guess she knows where the super absorbent ones are. Oh, and Ernst's actually going for the minion dematerializer. And it's going to be four stopwatches coming from the side of Gophers and only 2 from the side of Purdue. Anchor is going to reveal that he was doing the topside leash as far as it was if it was the red buff or the blue buff. Doesn't quite know the case. Goes into melee range to trade a little more. Kozik's going to be very sad. Very sad. Very sad. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh. I don't know if you finished that off. Oh, now we can see it. Oh. Sad boy, man. Sad boy. But now he knows that Sejuani was in the top side. And he is going to run straight for that red buff, so he might voluntarily give that up. Oh, looks like that ward is going to distract or detract Gungu from taking, or advancing for that. Thieves is going to engage and gets a pretty good trade-off right there. So top lane is going to be the main focus of this game, which is why you see Sejuani take that red buff and focus her time in the top. Tinker going into melee form. Hammer form to reduce that damage from that comment. Ooh, nice EQ coming from Tinker. Again, come from Gungu into this bottom lane. He's still only level 3. Potato is level 4 by now. What is she running? Oh, she's running. Okay. I see. I'm a little disappointed in that selection there. Picking the heal, the fleet footwork. I wanted to see that spellbook. I want to see a lot of spellbook just because it makes the game interesting. I wonder if Alistar has it. Hard to tell. Impossible to tell. But no big CS differentials coming out here. Jace is going back. Does not back there. Gets his back stopped. Is going to back here. Completes his back. More than likely going to TP. Has the Dirk, which will be just fine in this matchup because it is a bruiser matchup. So both sides looking to get 1 damage item at the start. Or 2. Or maybe just all of them, you know? This is the case with Jace. Actually, whoa, there's a huge CS differential coming for the Sejuani. Potato putting the smackdown on Gungu. Already out to an 18 or 22 CS difference here. Oof. This is where it's going to get engaged upon. No scope. Is going to flash for that and could be in trouble, but the TP does come in from Thieves. Ernst is falling extremely low to this Galio. Why doesn't Ernst pick up Galio? That's the real question. He can make a lot of plays. Ernst going to dodge out that Q from something wind. It's something wind for Galio. I don't know what it's called. Zithra is very low. He is going to play very scared. Very safe. And Ernst going to lock down Kerp there. Biscuit achieved. Is that a biscuit? I feel like it's a biscuit. No. Wait, he was sitting on a health potion this entire time? Holy moly. Alright. What a manly man. And with this Dirk, he should be able to really punish this Camille here. Ooh, 700 gold lead coming out for Potato here. Wow, that is nuts. He's gonna follow while he's giving over that blue buff. Taking crop here. And I'm assuming they're gonna back off here. The red buff is available for Gungu, but he has just reached 5, and we have level 6 already achieved for Potato, so not the best start for Gungu, but Gungu, well, actually Gungu had an amazing start in the last game, so I guess it's just karma. But they are going to start up this Inferno Dragon, and Minnesota is not in position to contest it. They have had really poor objective control, even in game 1. Really, their objective control is kill a bunch of people and then maybe look for it. And this might be something that coaching is needed for. Oh, not gonna get that. But does get that combo. And they are going to start pounding away on this turret. I don't know how much HP is left on this turret. It is a full health turret, so. Oh, and it's going to be an ultimate coming from Sam here. Zitherus. Ooh, Gungu actually going to get ulted away. And disengage successful for the side of the Gophers. And that's going to allow them to get pressure up into this top lane on this Camille. However, they have to remember Galio has ultimate and TP. So once Camille engages, I'm looking for Camille to engage right here. The ultimate coming out. Looking for Sejuani ultimate. And it is going to be first blood secured for Ernst. And they might want to continue this top lane as Gungu shows up, and Gungu gets his first kill of the game here. And that's going to help him a lot since he's already been so far behind. But that's all they're going to be able to get. And so that ends up just being an even trade. But they are going to lose bot tower pressure now. So it's just a matter of, can they break this bot tower? And it is really close. So I'm thinking they're going to want to try and push for this bot. But instead they're going to back off. I need something to eat. Stream quality is subpar. Yeah, I agree. I agree too. I wish I could stream in higher than 480. At the start I was streaming I think 720, and that was the ugliest stream we had ever seen. It was like, it was very choppy. Very choppy. I gotta pick out what chocolate I want. I have a teal, I have a green, I have a lime green. I'm gonna try this lime green. Alright, alt going to be popped for Sam. We have Ernst in the bottom lane as well, and ooh, Nidocan is going to more than likely go down here. He pops a flash, he pops that heal. He is probably still dead. Tries to turn, maybe get what he can, but in the end it is not enough. They do burn double TP for that play bottom. So that is a lot of pressure given up. I think Tanker and Ernst could have TP to the tower to back their boy up, but instead they're going to get double lane pressure, which I think is just fine too. They take that top tower and they don't get mid tower. Okay, just kidding. Maybe it wasn't ideal. But oh well. Oh well. What is this slime? The white chocolate outer. Oh. Smells fruity. Maybe it's a lemon or a lime flavored chocolate. Surprise. A lemon lime colored wrapper. Oh, and Zithris is going to eat. A lot of pain there. Has one potion for him to chug. Tanker is very far ahead of Thieves. Already has his first Dolly item built, whereas Thieves yet to finish that Trinity Force. He has also had a 50 CS deficit, and that's pretty huge. Doesn't even have his completed Ninja Tabby as well. He's going to be in this top lane trying to wave clear, and he one-shot stuff, so it's just fine. Naidukan looking for some mid pressure. It is kind of a limey taste. I'm not sure I like it. But it's interesting. I'm wanting to get that engage onto that mid lane, but the side of UMN are able to split off. Oh, and Zithris caught out again, but it might be Gungu caught out. No. He's going to back off. Tanker going to jump on to this Alistar. And Tanker, woo! Ernst flashing in for that play. Almost gets both Gungu and no scope, but in the end, it's just going to be no scope. 360 Dorito falling down there, and Tanker is going to secure himself a blue buff, and this is going to be the first dragon of this series for the side of the Gophers, taking this mountain dragon, and that's going to be huge for them because they are a team composition that just wants to perma push. Galio hitting the taunt and getting chipped down a little bit there. Now Gungu burning his dust blade onto that control ward. Is going to clear out another one for himself. Oh, I should have asked if it was Holy Carp or Holy Curp or whatever that second word is. Mute your mic when you eat. No, hearing Frank eat is my fetish. Whoops. Probably should have done that. And it looks like Potato is going to clear out some of that vision in the top side. Dorito no scope is going to return favor. And it's a vision battle in the top side, which is what I like. It's more strategic than just running it in. We have 3 of the 4 TPs available. I'm looking for a play to be more made around Ernst, as he is the one without. But it looks like they don't want to contest for this Rift Arrow. And there. Whoa! Naidukan actually flashing, or not flashing, but jumping to get himself in position for the ultimate. And Tinker's find some friends there, but is able to get out of there just fine. Potato almost caught out, but not quite. And Holy Curb ulting his support to try and get him off that turret, and they are successful. Although the turret is very, very low, so on this next wave it should fall. Tanker is going to beat down onto this top turret. Or bottom turret, actually. And he's going to attack a lot of punch. Ernst is going to get jumped on as long as Tanker, and once again we see these two side laners from the side of the Gophers overextending. And wait, Naidukan, hello? Naidukan might be caught out there, but it might just be Dorito. No, 360 Dorito. But are going to leave just fine. But once again, you see the solo laners from the Gophers getting punished, but they were able to get a bot lane tower for that. They are going to lose mid lane tower, so I would say the trade is about even, if not more favorable for Purdue. Is this still the second game? Yes, it is. Actually, I should update my score. 1. Now, let's look back. Oof, the solo laners are out to a huge lead, that said. A 2k lead for the top laner and a 1k. Almost a 1.5k lead for mid laner Ernst. And that's going to be pretty much the entirety of their lead, their gold lead in 20 minutes. Potato just sweeping out that vision, or clearing out that vision. No scope, 360 Dorito wants in on that wards, on those wards, but they have 4 people left in the top lane, so they are at a perfectly fine position to do so. Clear out ward coverage, but now that actually, holy moly, there's a lot of wards in this top side. That's what I like to see. And you see Gungu actually still hasn't finished the warrior enchant. Securing himself that dust blade first. Probably wanted that vision clear, vision denial capabilities from that item. People are posturing for this dragon now. Tanker securing that top lane turret. It is an inferno, so giving up double of anything. Ooh! The flash engage coming from the Alistar, and that's going to be an instantly dead Naidukan, and now they're all running for the hills here. Ernst trying to back off here. Potato and Zithras no doubt will fall both here. And the fact that it's a long way from home, and it's up to Tanker to get anything done. Ernst is going to get... Okay, he didn't go the right way, but it's only because it's a little far from home. And Ernst is also going to fall there. Tanker is going to go ahead and try and beat down on this mid tower. He is going to face the wrath of this Galio and the Camille. So he wants to be fast about it. May be dead. Nope, not going to fall here. But that is going to be the second Inferno Dragon going over to the side of Purdue. It would be nice to know. See, in that play, it was fine for the Gophers to be in that dragon area, and they were playing very safe, but they needed to play a little bit safer because that Alistar had that flash engage up. Give the inside track to the dragon, yes, and then if they want Tanker to just push it in the side waves, they might want to play a little more passive. But they can play a little more aggro now that Dorito is... Oh! And Potato is going to get caught out there, and maybe that was a little bit too aggro. Tanker is finally going to be here. Galio outburned for not much gained. Ernst is going to TP straight for that mid tower, and that might cost the life of Tanker here. Indeed it will be. They are really greedy now for these turrets. I am very confused here. Because with that they give up the Baron, which is going to result in more towers being returned. And I don't know. It just seems like they're throwing bodies at people to hopefully magically get something out of it. This is a very interesting gameplay, I would say. And the blue buff is going to get stolen by Gungu. And this game is dead even now, and the Camille is back in the game with 5 kills. Tanker is going to aggro into that. Not able to hit the ultimate onto Thieves, but they are going to get a consolation prize in 360 Dorito. Please say hello. Hello. Marinara? Is that how it's spelled? I thought there was like an extra letter somewhere. Oh, but welcome Marinara to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Dewey, welcome. Welcome back home. This is going to be... This might be where the game turns on its head, just like in that last game, where once they got Baron, things were pretty much over. Ernst is going to get caught out, he's going to get ulted. Oh, he does. Zanya's that, and is going to die to that Camille. Woof. That is... tragedy. This is a pretty tragic game coming from the side of the Gophers. I don't know how they're going to hold on to this good tower, and the answer is they aren't. They just pull the trigger, and because they just have so much 5v5 potential here, it's exactly what they want. Dragon really is going to fall there, and that should be game. Ernst is going to be spawned here, and Cytherus, but it's going to be a 2v5. And he has to wave clear all of this with a bajillion CCs, as you see here. And that is going to be game 2, going over to the side of Purdue, game 2 and series. So I don't know what the record for Purdue is, but that is going to drop the Gophers down to 2-1. So their first loss in pool play. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I might stream a little bit later, but there is that Super Bowl thingamajig coming up in 2 hours. Actually, maybe I'll play some games. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. If you liked the content, if you of course maybe not the 480p, but I really can't help that unless if someone decides to donate. If you guys want to donate, I can throw in my PayPal, but I don't have that. I don't have that on my stream info. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Please fix your internet. My internet? I don't think the internet's the problem. Is it? What part of the internet? If you're talking about 480p, that's because that's not because of the internet. That's because of the fact that I'm running very old parts of my desktop. Ooh. Many peoples. Please be born richer next time. I will try. I will try, friend. I will try to be born richer, friend. Sorry, you were removed from the party. Oh, that's tragic. Next time. I mean, if you can tell the GPU prices to, drop down to their regular price, that would be great. Because now they're double. They are currently double the price, and that is why I can't upgrade my computer. Extremely tragic. Extremely tragic. Well, in the meantime, if you guys have any questions about me or my stream, I am the manager for our University of Minnesota roster. I was their analyst last year. Is there a place where the season schedule, standings, etc. are online? There is a Battlefy for this. Who do we play? Wisconsin. Okay. So this is currently the standings. Oh, our game already went through. So Illinois is in first. Purdue is now 2-1. Okay, so they were 1-1 coming into that. So yeah, the Battlefy is, I guess this. This is probably where you go for the page. Give me a full ride scholarship, thanks. We don't have, our club has an affiliation with the athletics department. However, we don't have like a full partnership. So, none of our players are on scholarship from the university. However, they do get a scholarship for playing in the Big Ten tournament. So all our players get 5K for playing in the tournament, whether they win or lose. So even if you don't make playoffs, you still make the 5K. The incentive for winning is that if you win our not our conference but our league, you make it into the bracket stage of the Riot Collegiate Tournament, which is top 8, and if you place in there, you also get an additional scholarship from Riot. But even if we do that, if we make it into the Riot tournament, a lot of those players are scholarship from their school, so it will be difficult. Because we aren't scholarship from our school, there's a lot less importance placed on individual training and just like playing solo queue and such, and there's less support, so we don't have a support staff that gets paid. I am on a volunteer basis. Any other questions? Nito Rito. If only they could, put in keystones. Keystones would be great. Thanks, Riot. It's not like it takes that much time either. When is the next round played? So, it's weekly. And we schedule our games ourselves. They're automatically scheduled for Saturday. But due to time, we reschedule it every week, depending on our opponents, of course. Next week, we will, or every week we play on the weekends, so for sure it will be on a Saturday or a Sunday. If you are in one of our if you are a UMN student, I post into our League of Legends club Facebook when I stream, also into our club Discord when I stream. I don't have my own official page. I don't have an official page yet, and I don't have an official Twitter for my stream. So, it's really if you're already friends with me or if you're connected onto the to our club Facebook that you'll be notified when the stream comes on. Or if you follow the stream, you will of course get a notification when the stream starts. However, you won't be prepared, of course. But I would say we do afternoons on the weekends. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Alright, I think doesn't seem like anyone else has any more questions, so I will go ahead and pop off. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta prepare for having guests over for the game. Much love to all of you.